Urgent news is breaking out of Los Angeles as Dave Roberts is reportedly making a shocking decision that could completely change the course of the playoffs. Fans are stunned, analysts are scrambling to make sense of it, and the move has the potential to either spark a deep postseason run or backfire in dramatic fashion. With the stakes higher than ever, every choice matters, and this one could define Roberts' legacy. Is he taking the ultimate gamble? Or is this the bold stroke that gives his team the edge they desperately need? The playoff picture just got a whole lot more intense. The Los Angeles Dodgers are once again at the center of breaking news, and this time it has everything to do with their manager, Dave Roberts, and the bold, shocking decision he has reportedly made for the upcoming playoffs. This is not the kind of routine update fans are used to hearing, because what's being discussed behind the scenes in Los Angeles could completely reshape the team's postseason strategy, and it might just be one of the riskiest moves Roberts has ever made. Dodgers fans, buckle up, because this is a story that is both thrilling and nerve-wracking, one that has the potential to define the team's October run. Before we dive deeper, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update about the Dodgers and all things Major League Baseball. Now, if there's one thing Dave Roberts has built a reputation for, it's his willingness to take chances when the stakes are highest. Throughout his tenure with the Dodgers, Roberts has been known to balance trust in his veterans with bold adjustments to the lineup and pitching staff. But what makes this moment so shocking is how drastic the potential decision is and the timing of it, with the postseason right around the corner. This isn't about minor lineup tinkering. This is about who the Dodgers might lean on, who they might push aside, and the unexpected gamble that could either elevate this team to championship glory or leave fans in disbelief. The word coming out of Los Angeles is that Roberts is seriously considering shaking up the pitching rotation in a way that very few predicted. After a season where the Dodgers' pitching staff has been tested by injuries, inconsistency, and constant reshuffling, Roberts may be preparing to rely on some unlikely arms in the biggest games of the year. Think about it, names that were once seen as middle of the rotation, or even bullpen pieces could suddenly be thrust into prime roles when October baseball begins. On top of that, there are whispers that Roberts could hold back one of his star pitchers from the opening rounds, saving them for later matchups in the playoffs. A tactic rarely seen in modern baseball, but one that carries fascinating upside and dangerous risk. The Dodgers' rotation situation has been one of the most talked about storylines all season. Fans know the team has incredible talent, but staying healthy has been a struggle, and consistency has been elusive. Tyler Glasnow, for example, has shown flashes of dominance but has also left some fans worried about durability. Walker Buehler, once the face of the rotation, is still not at the full strength we remember from previous years. Young arms have come up from the farm system and delivered in surprising ways, but the postseason is a different animal altogether. So, what does Dave Roberts do? Does he stick with the traditional pecking order, or does he gamble on matchups, momentum, and gut instinct? From what's being hinted, Roberts is leaning toward the latter. And here's where the shocking part comes in. Roberts could reportedly go with a three-man rotation to open the playoffs, pushing one of the biggest names on the staff into a bullpen role instead of giving them a starting slot. Imagine the buzz in the clubhouse and the fan base if a pitcher with all-star credentials suddenly finds himself warming up in the pen rather than starting a game. On one hand, this could give the Dodgers a unique advantage, allowing them to unleash a powerhouse arm late in games and shorten contests against dangerous opponents. On the other hand, it could backfire spectacularly if the rotation doesn't hold up under the pressure of longer starts and more innings. But pitching isn't the only place Roberts is making headlines. There's also talk about how he plans to structure the batting order, and that is no less surprising. With so many stars in the lineup, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and the newly emerging contributors, it might seem like the Dodgers' offense doesn't need adjusting. Yet Roberts appears ready to shuffle his lineup in a way that has fans scratching their heads and opponents on high alert. Specifically, there are rumors that Ohtani could be moved into a spot in the order that gives him more opportunities with runners on base, while a veteran like Freeman or Betts could shift into a role designed to maximize on-base percentage rather than pure run production. This is not about benching stars, but about reorganizing them in ways that prioritize situational hitting and playoff matchups. It's a daring strategy, because these players are used to their routines, and playoff baseball is not always the best time to experiment. However, Roberts has never shied away from making changes if he believes it gives the Dodgers a competitive edge. The postseason is often defined by small moments: a clutch hit in the 8th inning, a key strikeout with runners on base, or a defensive play that saves a run. Roberts knows this better than anyone, and he's willing to disrupt comfort zones if it means maximizing those moments. Of course, anytime Dave Roberts makes a decision like this, the reactions are mixed. Some fans applaud him for being forward-thinking and fearless, while others worry that he's overcomplicating things and risking team chemistry. After all, this is a Dodgers team that has had its share of playoff heartbreaks, often with questions swirling around Roberts' management of the pitching staff and in-game choices. The stakes couldn't be higher, and that's what makes this particular decision so shocking. It's not just a tactical move, it's a statement that Roberts is ready to do whatever it takes, even if it means putting himself under the heaviest spotlight in the postseason. Now let's talk about the psychology of this moment. Roberts has the trust of the front office, led by Andrew Friedman, and he has the respect of his clubhouse. But trust only goes so far when October arrives. Every pitch, every swing, every managerial choice is magnified in the playoffs. The Dodgers are not just any team, they are expected to win, to contend for a World Series every single season. Fans are not satisfied with division titles or deep runs. For this franchise, it's championship or bust. That pressure is enormous, and Roberts' shocking decision is proof that he feels the weight of those expectations. He's not just managing to survive, he's managing to win it all. There's also the question of how opponents will react. If the Dodgers go through with these changes, whether in the rotation, bullpen usage, or lineup adjustments, teams preparing to face them will have to tear up their scouting reports and rethink their strategies. That could be a huge advantage for Los Angeles, catching rivals off guard and forcing them to adjust on the fly. But again, this only works if Roberts' gamble pays off. If it doesn't, the Dodgers will not only face elimination but also intense criticism for trying something unconventional when sticking with the tried and true might have been safer. Fans should remember that Roberts has pulled off bold moves before. There were times in past postseasons where he trusted a rookie arm or shuffled the order, and those decisions swung games in the Dodgers' favor. There were also times where those decisions were second-guessed for years. That's the nature of October baseball. You live with the results, good or bad, and history only remembers the outcome. If Roberts' shocking decision helps bring another World Series title to Los Angeles, it will go down as genius. If it fails, it could be the moment that defines his tenure in a less flattering light. So as the Dodgers prepare for another postseason, all eyes are on Roberts and how he handles this high-stakes moment. His shocking decision is not just about numbers on a lineup card or the order of pitchers. It's about risk, reward, and the willingness to challenge tradition in pursuit of victory. This is what makes October baseball so dramatic: the unexpected twists, the managerial gambles, the heroes who rise, and the stars who sometimes fall short. Dodgers fans, the countdown is on. The playoffs are coming, and Dave Roberts has just raised the stakes with a decision that could change everything. Will this be the masterstroke that leads to glory, or the gamble that leaves fans wondering what could have been? One thing is certain: we are about to witness one of the most fascinating and high-pressure postseasons in recent Dodgers history. And with that, I want to hear from you. Do you think Dave Roberts is making the right call by shaking up the playoff strategy, or should he stick with the proven formula and trust his stars to deliver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is going to be one of the hottest debates among Dodgers fans everywhere. And don't forget, if you love staying on top of breaking MLB updates and all the latest Dodgers news, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single moment. This postseason is going to be unforgettable, and we'll be here breaking it all down with you every step of the way.